Education is one of the most important weapons in a country.
I'm Yusuf Duma, and in this video I'm hoping to convince you that a student exchange program between Finland and South Africa would be beneficial to both countries. Our group chose Finland as a country to base our research on. My role in the group was to do the comparison of the two education systems. Finland is seen as the benchmark in education, with countries all over the world studying their practices, policies, and trying to emulate their success in this field. Finland's education reform began in the 1970s, where Parliament introduced legislation to reform the education system. Free comprehensive schools for children. Initially, the comprehensive school system was centrally controlled before the eventual transfer of authority to local municipalities and teachers. Each of Finland's 309 municipalities are obligated to provide basic services for people living in the area and is split 25% by the state and 75% by the municipalities, which is funded by taxpayers that reside in them. School in Finland is thus free. With an opportunity to control what is included in the curriculum, teachers have the chance to adapt their pedagogy to the needs of each child and to teach content relevant to the child. South Africa's education reform post-apartheid has not been without its difficulties. In South Africa, the curriculum is decided by the Department of Basic Education. The recommended curriculum and the curriculum that is followed by most schools is CAPS. Depending on the location and classification of schools, the school may even charge school fees. Teachers do not have a great input in the curriculum, and this results in teachers not being able to adapt the pedagogy to cater for individual learners because the curriculum is so large. There is no standardized tests, longer breaks, and shorter hours in schools in Finland. A teacher traveling to Finland could learn a lot about differentiating the curriculum for students and ways to integrate Finnish practices on assessment and teaching time into the South African school system. A minimum requirement to teach in Finland is a master's degree, including a pedagogical studies and teaching. In South Africa, teachers can teach after completing a 3 to 4 year bachelor's degree or relevant PGCE before they are able to teach. Whilst teacher qualification is not a clear-cut factor that determines the quality of education, it is an indicator that teachers with higher qualifications are able to add a wide expertise in learning and teaching, whilst also including social, ethical, and moral competence in their classrooms that is required as part of their qualification, which a student teacher traveling to Finland could learn a lot from. The outcomes of the reforms in Finland are clear. Education standards have increased in Finland, education inequality has decreased, and Finland has a competitive economy based on its highly educated, skilled workforce, something that a South African student traveling to Finland can learn from. Challenges in South Africa, such as poverty and unemployment, have hindered our progress, and being ranked 75th out of a total of 76 countries in education is not great. A student teacher from Finland can learn a lot from us as well. We have one of the best educational policies in the world called White Paper 6 that details a strategy in establishing an inclusive education and training system for South Africa. And with a population far more diverse and much larger than Finland, our relatively new curriculum should see light at the end of this dark tunnel. South Africa has made great strides in realizing the right to education, rapidly building an efficient, accessible, and quality education system for children and adolescents. This noticeable progress has been recorded across three components of basic education in early childhood development. Firstly, the number of children under 5 attending early childhood development center or preschool has increased to 1 in 3 from 1 in 10. Primary school attendance is up at 99%. Secondary school attendance has increased to 99% from 88%, and children with disabilities continue to be better included within the schooling system. Whilst we may not be where we want to be in terms of inclusivity in classrooms, we are at the forefront making strides towards being a diverse rainbow nation that includes everyone whilst also remembering our African roots, and that is something that countries like Finland can learn from us.